I'm back with another video. Thank you guys for tuning in. Today I'm going to be printing a 3-color design t-shirt. So if you guys would like to see how that turns out, stay tuned. I have already printed out the film positives, so I'm going to go ahead and take them into the dark room so that I can burn the screens. I have finished drying the screens. It's going to be a 3-color print, so I have the 3 screens. Since my customer, she has not sent over her complete order yet, so it's probably going to be tomorrow. Before I begin printing, I'm going to check back in tomorrow and show you guys the process of setting up the press and registering the colors. And I'm going to be printing that order as soon as I get the rest of the order from her. When I check back, it'll be the next day. I'm back for day 2. I got the completed order from my customer. So now the first thing that I have done is just stuff the screens into the slots on the press. So what I'm going to do now is tape up each individual screen so that I can register them and begin printing the shirts. And in order to save a little time in this video, I'm not going to go through the whole process of taping up the screens. I did a video on that. So if you would like to see the process of how I tape up the screens, you can check the video right here. One of the things that I forgot to mention, when you are doing multiple colors, you have to be able to register the screens. So you have to put some type of mark on your screen so that you will be able to line them up. And there are several different ways, different marks. If you're interested in finding out what types they are, you can go to Google and put in registration marks, and you know, some things will pop up for you. But I'm going to show you what I use and how I register. Okay, if you look at my screens right here, that's just a regular plus mark. And people do it different ways. Some people put 3 marks of registration. I have this one right here and the one right here. That's the center lines, so that I can line it up with the center mark on my press right here. And the other 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4 right here, those are the ones that I use to register the colors. And as you see, if I go around, each screen has those marks. You can see all of those marks on each of the 3 screens that I'm using. You'll put those registration marks that I just showed you in the same program that you use to create your design. I am planning on trying to do you guys some tutorials so I can kind of show you, you know, if you don't know how to create the registration marks or how to create designs. I want to show you some stuff. I still have not committed to a screen capture program. I'm thinking about going with that Corel X8. It's a video editing program, but it also has a screen capture program in there, so maybe I'll go ahead and decide, and I can get some videos out for you guys showing some tutorials of how to do different things. You know, I got a lot planned, and I plan on keep creating videos for you guys. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and get into showing you guys how to register the screens. And one quick note, the way that you guys would register your screens would depend on what type of registration you have. What I'm gonna be doing today, I'm gonna take it because you guys are asking these questions that you're kind of new, and I'm gonna show you how you could register the screens without registration on your press. And depending on what brand of press or what type of registration you have, sometimes the registering your screens, the way that the registration system works is a little bit different. Instead of confusing you with all of that, if you have a different press or whatever, I'll kind of explain it a little bit. The way I'm going to register my screens, which is usually the way that I register them anyway, is to just pretend that I don't have registration, and it makes it a lot easier. And then if you have to use the registration, like the micro registration like I have on my press, you can bump it just a little bit to get it in the correct place. But that's what I'm about to show you guys right now. I'm going to do my best to kind of explain to you guys what I'm going to be doing, and then I'm going to do it. The first thing that I do, I have not covered my registration marks. You do not cover your registration marks until you are registered, until all of your screens are registered and you're ready to begin printing. So right here, what I have done is taped up my screens and got everything ready to go. Got my flash dryer warmed up. What I like to do is take the screen that has like the outline of your image, or whichever screen you would be able to use to put the other ones against to line it up. And I don't know if you're understanding what I'm saying, but I'm going to try to show you. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to choose that screen. Then I'm going to print one color, and I'm going to line the other two colors up with that first color that I printed. Once I have them lined up, I'm going to go through and I'm going to print it to make sure that everything is lined up. If any adjustments need to be made, I'm going to do that. So that's what we're about to do. But I'm going to take this middle screen right here, and I'm going to bring it down on the press. And I'm going to take these lines right here, these registration marks I have right here, and I'm going to line them up with the center to make sure that they're centered on here. And you have to make sure you do a good job of centering this first one, because the doing it this way, the rest of them are going to be using this one. Yeah, the rest of the screens are going to be using this one to line up. So you want to make sure that it's centered really close to perfect, if not perfect, on here. Let me get this. Okay, and then, okay, I have this one ready. Tighten it up better. Okay. Okay, now that I have that done, and I'm going to take my yellow ink and mix it up. And this yellow ink is fairly thick, so you have to do a good job of mixing it up, or it's going to be hard to work with. This is plastisol ink that I'm using. I had a person asking me why my ink was so thin. I just mix it up. Okay, that's mixed up fairly decent. So I'm going to bring it down right here and spread the ink on. Okay, so I have everything set up right here. So what I'm going to do now is spread the ink over my design so that I can line everything up. Okay, everything came through, so I got it up under the flash dryer right now. Okay, I want to make sure that design is pretty dry. Feels like it is dry. So now I'm gonna move on to the second screen, and right here you can kind of see where the ink is in there. So what I'm gonna do is move the screen over and try to place it where all of the design lines up and my registration marks. And the screen is loose right now. Right now this is loose. I don't even have it down in here, and I see this part, it's not lined up perfectly, so sometimes I tap that bottom. Okay, so right now just looking at everything, I think that's pretty much lined up, so I'm gonna go ahead and tighten the screens. That's the second color, and I'm gonna go on to the next color. And I'm gonna do the same thing, loosen this up, line all the plus marks up. Tap it a little bit sometimes to get it perfectly lined up. Okay, that's pretty much spot on. Okay, I think I have it pretty close. I think that's gonna be very, very close right there. Very close, if not 100. So we're gonna tighten these up. Had I not line everything up perfectly, or if I notice once I print that something is not lined up perfectly, I can use my registration. Yeah, these are all of my, these two knobs, this knob and those, and this lifts the screen up a little higher. So that's just the knobs that I have on my machine. Yours may be different, but I think I pretty much got it spot on. So I should not have to fool with those. And I'm gonna go ahead and do a test print and let you guys see how it turns out. And I'm gonna print the green. Now I'm gonna try this purple. Okay, so you can kind of see what everything's looking like. Right here, the purple did work out. I'm going to end up doing a double coat of the purple, so you can see that's how everything is turning out. And it's going to be on black shirts. So right here, if you look at this registration mark, you can see that it is not perfect, but it's it's okay. Seeming like it's not wanting to focus, but thank you guys for watching. I hope this kind of helps you out on how to register your screens for multicolor printing. And if you liked the video, hit that thumbs up button. If you would like to see more and you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button, and be sure to tune in each week because I post videos weekly. See you guys next time. Bye.